Alright, hopefully I can get this up by Tuesday because I now have the 3rd episode to catch up on. Not a lot of noteworthy things happened this episode, in my opinion. The episode starts with an intro and recap that is just way too long and could be spent on better things, such as airing more of the one-on-one battles. I put in the effort to keep track of their ages this time, and guys, not a single contestant they showed this time was over the age of 18. They had 2 17-year-olds, but bruh. Moving on. The first battle is between An Seung-bi, 13, and Oh Yuna, 14. Both of them, along with Bae Yeram, 15, and Nujin's Haen, were part of a YouTube group called Play With Me Club. Not 100% sure what's going on with that one, but it reminds me of like a YouTube version of the Mickey Mouse Club SM had going on. Seung-bi goes first, performing Ihai's 1, 2, 3, 4, which is a very bold move. Her singing style reminds me of Jisoo a lot. She has that same kind of intentional voice crack Jisoo does. She's not showing a lot of support, but she is a good performer. I'll give her that. She can definitely build on this. Yuna goes for Blackpink's Don't Know What to Do, and she's fairly stable, but she doesn't have the power to match the energy Jennie and Rosie brought to the song, which again is something she can definitely work on with more training. Seung-bi wins 3-2. But also, can we talk about the weird amount of rivalries the show is trying to set up? I'm not surprised a bunch of teenage girls in a competition have friction, but the end goal is being in a group together. Why are we doing this? Jang Soo-ah, 14, faces against Narumi, 17, and it was this introduction section that really hammered in how much screen time they'll give to the 14 and younger contestants. Soo-ah gives us our second smiley of the season, and she did not live up to the standard. She doesn't have the most stable voice, and she really can't control it properly. It reminds me so much of Sohye from Produce 101 and Haewon from 48, and both of them made it into the final lineup, so she's an okay dancer, but I didn't see anything exceptional to justify having her on the show so young. Narumi, immediately I am very because the first description they give her is sexy. She's 17, she's still a minor in almost the entire world. She has a lot of potential and I think she's a good performer, but I couldn't help looking away from her performance. It just made me very uncomfortable to watch a 17-year-old perform Gotta Go. Trust I could not have been one of the judges because I would have told her to be more age appropriate in her song selection. I really hope we can see her improve throughout the show and maybe lean more towards songs like Lee Chaeyeon's discography. Strong choreos, but not too mature. Narumi won 5-0, which I get. It's the only result that makes sense. One of the most anticipated performances is 14-year-old Gabi against Jessica, 15. Someone said Gabi looks like if Heejin was actually white and Asian, and now I can't unsee it. She shows a lot of potential with the right training to become an all-rounder. Doing Jennie solo isn't exactly easy, but she pulled it off well. However, safety shorts are not part of the outfit, especially not for a child. I need that stylist to go to jail. Why is a 14-year-old wearing a dress so short it exposes her safety shorts without even trying? They're a precaution, not a feature. Jail. They didn't even show Jessica's performance, big shocker, and Gabi won 5-0. Am I the only one noticing the trend in the performances SBS is choosing to air? Even a bad performance or a mediocre one can be good television. Another very anticipated performance is the one from 13-year-old Anshin. They spend a lot of time emphasizing the fact that she's Hani, an ethnic minority in China, and I can't help but feeling it's not just to showcase the diversity, but also to get the xenophobic Koreans to back off. Her being 13 should be enough, but we already know it isn't. Even more reason not to debut literal children. She does flower, and I thought she was doing okay, not very stable, but then they show a clip of one of the judges commenting on her, and you can hear her voice in the background, and it is bad. I hate saying it, but I think they're genuinely using her for diversity points and her TikTok fame because the girl is not a good singer. But she is really cute, so I don't get why she chose such a mature song. Why not go with something like Momoland Bam? Or is she too young to know that one? Once again, they do not show 15-year-old Yui's performance, and Anshin wins 4-1, which is not a great sign for Yui. Finally, they show Jelly Danka, 16, and I would not be surprised if she was just there to look pretty, because she is pretty, but she did okay. Definitely would benefit a lot from actual training, but I can't say she's the worst performer of the night. Something about her personality reminds me a lot of the type of girls I went to school with that I never got along with, and I'm hoping she proves me wrong because we've only seen a little bit of her, but for now, I'm keeping her at an arm's length. I do agree with Sejong a lot that she seemed too focused on looking pretty as compared to actually performing well, and I hope she fixes that. She was up against Jayla, 17, and I think their skills are pretty evenly matched, but Jayla came off more natural on stage. I do feel like she was trying too hard to imitate Yuki and Minnie, but her stage presence is good and she knows how to stand out. She wins the battle 3-2, which is fair. And then the one-on-one battle is over and they didn't even show rank 1, which is definitely a choice. They got new uniforms, pink if you won, green if you lost, then gather back for round 2. I hope you're sitting down because the rules for this one are... So this is the revenge battle. The challengers will be going up against the winners. Now, here come all the benefits of being a winner. You get to choose your concept, song, and team, and whoever you competed against in the one-on-one automatically goes to the opposing team for the same concept and the other song. Then they revealed that Ria lost to Xiaoyu, but why not show it? The concepts are sparkling, pure, cute, charismatic, and enchanting. Half of these could technically be the same thing, but there's no mature or sexy, so I count that as an absolute win. They only got 3 days to prepare, and already this challenge is heavily biased against the foreign trainees. If you don't understand why, then congratulations on not suffering through Girls Planet and Produce 48. Wonder what that's like. Okay, more mess with the rules. Only 20 members of the winning teams will automatically advance, and the last 21 will be a vote between the rest of the winning teams and the losing teams. This show is insane, but not in a good way. In a genuine, like, what fever dream did the producer wake up from before pitching this? The first team we see is the cute teams. The winners chose TT, so the challengers got Tell Me. Immediately an issue in the Tell Me team is that they only have 2 Korean members and the rest are people from different countries. So Yona, who I found out is the oldest contestant overall at the ripe old age of 24, has to take on the role of translating between 3 different languages. But they get through it and the performance was fine enough. I'm glad they gave her a good edit because she was actually my biggest standout in the stage. She and Mila, but Mila is a child. Honestly, I might come out of this competition standing Yoonha more than anyone else because I already love her songs and she's just so real in her evaluations. She acknowledges that they didn't get enough time, but had they gotten it, they would have done better because they're persistent. Then for TT, I expected Sowon to be a standout because the girl is talented, but the way she and Gabi got a majority of the screen time, even when Oh Da-eun got the only real storyline in the team, I know who you are, SBS. But just because Sowon was born to be a celebrity does not mean she should be a celebrity from birth. More on the background, someone pointed out how strange it is that Yeji and Chaedong went to visit the winner team, and you know what? Yeah, that is strange. They should have been encouraging the challengers who probably needed the pick-me-up and advice from their seniors even more, but no, they're bringing snacks to the team that already has 3 benefits. Weird show. TT still definitely had the better performance as expected, but because it was overall better, the parts that were lacking stood out even more to me. However, newfound appreciation for Oh Da-eun, who I sincerely hope gets the Sejong edit throughout, and I enjoy Woo Lin-dan's vocals. They stood out in a really nice way. Yuri also has a vocal tone that suits IZ*ONE, so I would like to see her do one of their songs. From the preview, they're proving the trend that the winner team / more popular team / rank A team always has more issues, and I want to find out why. It's an interesting trend. Maybe because they tend to have more confidence, so they start prioritizing themselves over the performance? Tough for me to know. I've never been on a survival show. That's episode 2 done. Now I just need to catch up to episode 3. So far, I think Yona is the only one I've confirmed in my top 8, but that will probably be updated next video. See you then.